Hi, this is Matt. Today I'm making a quick video tutorial to teach you the basics of the mind and how it works. Now, what I want to do to start off with, I want you to think of your car. I want you just to picture the car on your mind right now. Now I want you to think of your front door of your home. Now I also want you to think of your fridge. And I want you to imagine yourself opening the fridge door. Is it open from the left to the right or the right to the left? See, as I'm asking you these questions or making these suggestions for you to think of certain things, those images are flashing on the screen of your mind. It flicks from the car to the front door to the refrigerator. And you might have imagined yourself opening the fridge. In that moment, you're standing in front of the fridge. Now the truth is, those images were stored in cells in your brain, okay? And as we make the suggestions, they come up and flash on the screen of your mind. Now when I ask you to think of your mind, what do you see? Do you picture your brain? No, your brain is not the mind. Your brain is actually an electronic switching station. It's a physical part of your body. The mind is not something physical. The mind is movement, okay? And what we want to understand is that because we don't actually have an image, because it's not physical, it's not something that we can see, when we create an image for it, it brings order to our mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this image for you of the mind that I didn't create. It was actually originated by Dr. Thurman Fleet. And Dr. Thurman Fleet was a chiropractor, and he was treating his patients, and he was realizing that he was treating their symptoms. He wasn't actually going to the cause of the problems. He said, if I'm going to actually treat this person properly, I need to treat the mind, the whole person, okay? And so he came up with this image, which is brilliant, okay? Now mind you, this is not what the mind looks like. This just gives us an image and order to work with. So I want you to let this circle here represent your mind. Okay? That circle represents your mind. I'm going to add another little circle to it. That's going to represent the physical side of you. Okay? Your physical body. Now, I'm going to split the mind into two parts. We've got the top half will be the conscious mind, and the bottom half will be the subconscious mind. Now, the conscious mind is the intellectual mind. That's where the information gets stored. So when you're watching this video, the information is coming in through your senses. Okay, look, we can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. So as you're there listening, the information is coming in through your sight and your sound, and it's going into your conscious mind. This is where all the books that you've read, if you've gone to school, you know, the knowledge is all there. It's in the conscious part of your mind, okay? Now, the conscious mind is so beautiful, it can accept or it can reject, okay? And that's a beautiful thing. So if someone's saying something to you that you don't quite agree with, you can reject that. So what we want to do is understand that this is the intellectual mind. It can accept or reject. It can also originate new ideas. It can originate new ideas through what we call our intellectual factors, okay? So we've got our sensory factors, see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, that allows us to navigate the physical world. And then the intellectual factors allow us to go beyond the physical world to create something new. So we have our reason, which gives us the ability to think. We have our intuition, which allows us to pick up the finer vibrations, okay? It picks up things that we can't see. Like you might walk into a room and a friend or a spouse may be in that room already, and you can just feel, without them saying a word, you can just feel that they're in a really good mood, or you might feel that they're in a really bad mood. You might just walk up and say, hey, what's up? Why? Because you can feel it. That's your intuition. Okay? Your intuition allows you to feel things that your senses can't quite comprehend. It goes beyond the physical world. Then we have our perception. So your perception is your point of view. There is always a positive and negative in everything. You can't have one without the other. There's a law of polarity, up, down, inside, outside, hot, cold, positive, negative. And so with everything in life, there's always good and bad. And depends on your perception is what you're going to see. You're going to see something good, or you're going to see something bad, or you're going to see something positive, or you're going to see something negative. And so you can alter your perception to see the good in the situation that you're currently dealing with. So we have our perception, we have our intuition, we have our reason. Now we also have our imagination. Our imagination enables us to create beautiful new images. Like, this is not just for children. Everyone has this beautiful imagination that will enable you to create whatever it is that you want to create in your world. Then we have our will. Our will is our ability to focus. Our will enables us to focus on one thing to the exclusion of anything else. Okay? And then finally we have our memory. Okay? And our memory, we can use it in different ways. Okay? You can use your memory in the past. You can look at the past, everything, things that have happened in your life. But you can also create future memories using your imagination. Okay? So you can look into the future, build an image of what it is that you're creating, your vision, and you can use your memory to keep going back to that vision, which is in the future, keep reliving it, keep reliving it. You're giving it this attention through your will, and what happens is you're magnetizing yourself to the ways and means to realizing that vision. Okay, so our mental faculties enable us to create beyond our physical world. Okay, and there are intellectual factors that I want to talk to you about today. Now, when it comes to our subconscious mind, it's quite different to the conscious mind. The subconscious mind cannot reject, can only accept. So what happens, the conscious mind is like a guard. Okay, imagine this line here like a guard. So if information was to come in from the outside world that was, let's say, negative, if you do not reject it consciously, if you accept it, which meaning you get emotionally involved with it, well, that's going straight into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. Okay, so that piece of information that's coming from the outside world that you've accepted, which is negative, makes you feel negative. So we're saying it puts you into a negative vibration. Okay, puts you into a negative vibration. So whatever's going on in the subconscious mind is going to determine the way you feel. If it's on the flip side, if it's some positive information that's coming in from the outside world and you consciously accept it, well, that's going to make you feel good. It puts you into a positive vibration. And remember, we can only attract whatever is in harmony with the vibration that we're in. Okay, this is how the law of attraction works. Okay, but that's probably a topic for another video. So remember, conscious mind can accept or reject, can originate new ideas, you can build new images on the screen of your mind that you can work towards, okay, whether it's something that you love. You can also build images of things that you don't want and cause you to worry and feel scared. Okay, so we want to be aware when we're doing that, and we can switch to something positive, a positive image. So the information doesn't always come from the outside world that makes us feel positive or negative. It can also come from images that we're originating ourselves, and we're internalizing on a subconscious level. And whatever's going on a subconscious level is going to determine the vibration you're in, and the vibration you're in will then determine the actions that you take. It moves your body into action, and then the way we behave produces the results that we get in life. And this is the way it works in very simple ways. This is the way that the mind works and operates, and when you can understand it, you can start taking control of it, and when you take control of it, then you can determine the way you behave, and you start behaving in a certain way to produce the results that you want in life. And that is how your life can change in very, very simple steps there through the basic operations of taking control of your mind. So I hope that was helpful to you. I look forward to meeting you soon.